What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Beasley. Hope you all are staying productive and motivated. Now, excuse the lighting, it is a little dark. It's about like 5 o'clock here. And also, I want to apologize for the delay in getting this video out. Like, this week has been a little hectic for me. Honestly, this whole situation has been a little hectic for me. Fun fact about this week on Monday, as you know, I'm studying for my MBA. So I had an exam on Monday, and y'all, I'm about 3 to 4 weeks into this class. I haven't even purchased the book. I haven't even studied the notes. During these Zoom classes, like I kind of just like listen, and then I kind of just tune out and be on my phone. So I ended up, mind you, I had a whole week, all of last week to study for this test. I only ended up studying like 2 hours before. So I just mainly looked at the test review and I didn't cheat. Did not cheat at all. I mean, there was no way to cheat. Couldn't Google the answers. Trust me, I tried. But I ended up pulling a whole 90 on this test, y'all, with only 2 hours of studying when I had damn near 2 weeks to get it done. Like, the power of God and procrastination can really just formulate into a true blessing. But I wanted to come at you guys today with a review on Insecure Season 4, Episode 1. I absolutely love this show, and I know it may be a little late to review it, but I really just wanted to give my views on the Episode 1 because I feel like this season is headed into the right direction that this show needs. So I'm not gonna go blow by blow. I made a few notes of stuff that really stuck out to me and really evoked emotion out of me that I want to talk about. So the first thing I want to talk about is the fashion. Now, I am a fashionista. I absolutely love fashion, and in my opinion, just by episode 1 alone, I feel like they have really stepped up the wardrobe budget. Like everybody was on point. Like I love the looks. I will say my favorite look of the night, and I may do this every week, but my favorite look of the night was Molly's color blocked pink, purple, and magenta outfit that Molly wore when her and Issa were going shopping. Absolutely loved it. That look was on point to me. So starting off in the episode, we have a scene with Issa on the couch, and she's saying she doesn't fuck with Molly. Now, this is the main thing that stuck out to me from the entire episode because, in my opinion, I don't think Issa should break away her friendship with Molly, but I think Issa should have been checked Molly up from like since season 1. Like Molly, in my opinion, really is just. We're gonna get more into it later, but she honestly has never been a good friend to Issa, in my humble opinion. I would also like to talk about that sex scene between her and the big TSA guy. I actually really was fascinated by the sex scene. It kind of like turned me on. Like I was just like, okay. I loved how she showed how men be twerking in missionary. A lot of them don't want to admit it, but y'all do. And like missionary to me is my favorite position. So whenever I saw him like really like just getting it and she was getting that good jug and like she let me stop. But it was a really fantastic scene and I like seeing the big boys and the big girls in like a different light. Like as a sexual character, if that makes sense. Like a love interest. Like I'm so tired of like big women and big men just getting that jester role. Like they always just play like the comic relief. Big girls and big men need love too, and they be getting dick and pussy way more than my ass. Trust me. I would also like to get into Tiffany's fake ass. Now, Tiffany, in my opinion, I never liked her character from day one. Kind of like Amanda Seales, just like the book that she wrote, I take her in small doses. But I don't really know how I would have approached Tiffany when she spilled the beans that Condola was dating Lawrence, which is Issa's ex. Now I would have been thrown off too. Like I would have reacted the same way Issa would have. Now would I like hold a grudge against Kelly about that? I probably would just confront her and let that be on that because Issa is over Lawrence, and at least I'm hoping she is. Like they do not need to get back together. Like they're better off as just like friends, in my opinion. And I actually really like the fact that she didn't like let it get to her and get in the way of her business relationship with Condola. And I actually think that her and Condola are gonna develop a really nice friendship. And I also think that Condola is gonna kind of somewhat start to replace Molly as the season goes on, or Molly's gonna end up getting becoming jealous of her. Like that, it's gonna go either one or two of those ways, or probably both. Also, we get into the scene, Issa trying to promote and get donors for this block party. We have Kelly as the bartender. I absolutely love Kelly. Like I said earlier, I want them to dive more into like big like the big characters being more than just a comic relief role. Even though she is funny, like she just lights up and takes over every scene she's a part of. I really want them to dive more into her character. Like I really want to know more about Kelly, who she's dating, where she lives, like what does her day-to-day look like. Honestly, I would love to see Kelly get her own episode. Just my humble opinion, I think she deserves it. She has been just amazingly talented and funny since day one, since the show started. We also get into Molly not taken to well to the fact that Andrew, that fine Asian man, ooh, Andrew is so fine. But we also get into the fact that Molly's not taken well to the fact that he admits that he is dating other people. Now, Molly may be fucked up to me, like mentally, but I honestly saw where she was coming from because I'm not good at dating. Like, I can't date. It's hard for me to date more than one person at the same time, if that makes sense. Like, whenever I develop a crush or interest in somebody, like, my main focus is just on that one person. Like, I don't think about, like, especially if I'm really crushing on you hard, I don't think about anybody else. Like, I want to date you and only you until you disappoint my ass or fuck it up. So I understood where Molly was coming from, but at the same time, y'all didn't have this talk that y'all were going to be exclusive. So she shouldn't be disappointed in the fact that like he's dating other people. Like I get her frustration and disappointment, but like girl, like he's there with you at the end of the day, right? Move the fuck on and just enjoy the ride. I would also like to get into the fact that Issa, like you really saw her character evolve a little bit when she saved her whole entire block party. Like during that party when she was promoting people, she was flopping hard. Like she was just pulling shit out of her ass and telling each and every donor, like potential donor, something different. Like she wasn't really conveying the reasons why she wanted to have this block party and what it was going to do for the community. She wasn't getting people really invested in wanting to donate to this cause. But at the end, after her ratchet ass neighbor got on the mic and kind of like disrupted the party and the flow of things. Sidebar, that ratchet ass neighbor is so fucking hilarious to me. I hope to see her in every episode. Like yeah, her role is very, very fucking stereotypical, but hey, like I think she is just comedic gold and her timing is on point. But when she grabbed the mic from her brother, and that's another character. Like, I want them to dive more into her gay brother. Like, what is his life day to day? Why is he dating a white man? Like, I want to know more about these supporting characters because, quite frankly, I'm not going to say they're more interesting than Issa, Molly, and Lauren. Well, more interesting than Lawrence, but they're not more interesting than Issa and Molly. But I really just want to know more about them instead of them just like serving like a purpose of just being comedic or a character that shades people and then just leaving the scene. Like, I want to know more about them. But when Issa grabbed the mic, she really took over and commanded the crowd and really got people wanting. She really got people invested in really wanting to donate to this cause of helping people in this community that's being gentrified. Like we need to uplift the people in this community before they're pushed out and they have nowhere to go. Like she wants to showcase the talent of people that really want to make better and rise up from their surroundings and not become that stereotypical going to jail or being a drug dealer or just leading a life of turmoil. She really wanted people in Crenshaw or Inglewood, wherever it is. I think it was Inglewood, but she wants people to really be uplifted in the community so they can really just like create a generation of like just lifting up black people in these impoverished communities, if that makes sense. Like she really wants to showcase the talent in that community so it won't just be an overlooked ghetto that is being gentrified by white people. And I 100% love the message that is going on because in real life, Inglewood or Crenshaw or whatever, it is being heavily gentrified at a very fast pace. Like they're taking over. But lastly, I wanted to get into Issa versus Molly. Issa versus Molly kind of ensued at the end, where Molly kind of basically just went in on Issa like lightly, saying that she just loves mess, like she attracts mess. Which is Issa messy? Yes. But the difference between Issa's mess and Molly's mess is that Issa is upfront with her mess. Like Issa knows she doesn't have her shit together and she's honest about it. Versus Molly, who acts like she has everything together and she's really more of a hot mess than Issa is. The difference is that Molly is not self-aware to the fact that she's fucked up. Like Molly, in my opinion, she gives the illusion of I got it together, but just because she has that law degree, that condo, the designer clothes, it doesn't mean shit. Molly, in my opinion, is a very lonely individual. She looks for love in all the wrong places, and when she finds good love, she finds some way to fuck it up somehow. And on top of that, I think Molly also is an elitist. I think she looks down on Issa. I think she looks down on the fact that Issa has never had her shit together and Molly was always like, I'm that lawyer, I'm that girl, I'm that bitch. Like, I got everything together. When she really doesn't. Like, in my opinion, Molly wants to be a good friend, but I feel like she doesn't know how. Like, I feel like she has just never been happy for Issa. I feel like she just completely just looks down on her. Like, she every time Issa achieves something, she's never happy for her because she expects Issa to always be in last place or be beneath her. It's like she sees Issa thriving and she's like, oh, well, why is she accomplishing this? Like, why is she doing that? Like, Issa, for once, is doing everything that she said she wanted to do and she's generating results. And it's not doing anything for Molly. Molly is a misery loves company kind of bitch. Like Molly sees that Issa is thriving and Molly is down for a moment, so she wants to take whoever is in her vicinity down with her, if that makes sense. She may not think this way out loud, but in the back of her mind, she's like, oh, why does Issa have it together? Like, I should be doing this. Like, I'm better than her. I got more money than her. Like that's what Molly the character gives to me, and great actress because like Molly pissed me the fuck off this episode, and I really started to not even like her. Like Molly was my favorite character at first, and now I'm just looking at her like, girl, you're always on some negative shit, and you do not like. I really think that she looks down on Issa, and I really hope that this season, as time goes on, she really evolves and gets centered in herself and really figure out what she really wants. Because I feel like even though she has a career, she does not know where she's headed in life. I feel like I think her character's Nigerian, so they probably instilled in her like you need to do this in order to live the life that she wants. And now that she has the life, she doesn't really know what else to do. Like she doesn't know how to get the man. She doesn't know how to really just be happy with herself, like in who she is. But those are my thoughts on Insecure. I absolutely love this show. I've been following it ever since it was Awkward Black Girl on YouTube. And really seeing Issa go from YouTube to HBO, it really inspires me to really continue grinding and thriving with this YouTube shit so it can really cultivate into the dreams that I want to accomplish. Overall, this episode out of 10, I'll give it a 7. It was good. Honestly, in my opinion, this episode was better than the entirety of season 3. I know that's a stretch, but season 3 for me, only maybe like 1 or 2 episodes were good, and the rest of it was just some filler bullshit. Like, it really felt like season 3, Issa kind of put the show on the back burner. Like, it wasn't like her main focus. She had a whole lot of movie deals and TV deals going on, and it just felt like Insecure just took a back seat to everything. And it really felt like she kind of phoned in the writing last season. But I feel like this season 4 is on the right track. I hope she keeps it up. I think she will. I have a lot of confidence in Issa. And those are my views on Insecure season 4 episode 1. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so they can throw your boy in the algorithm. Thank you guys and have a blessed day.